Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Student World Talks. My name is Lean, and today I will be the host for this episode. I'm super excited for today's episode because once again, we have this very unique destination that you guys just love. You always ask about it. You're really always interested when we talk about, of course, Canada. So today is going to be super exciting. I am really interested in knowing more about you guys, about your study abroad plans, about anything that you need to share with us. So, we already had a lot of lives like these ones on YouTube before, but if this is your first time here, I want to first thank you for being here. And then also, I'm just going to give you a quick summary so you guys know what to expect today. So, we usually always have representatives from universities or schools coming here to tell you guys all about the programs or about all the opportunities for international students so that they can study abroad. We also have students who studied abroad to tell you about their own experiences so that it can make it easier for you guys and they can just guide you and help you to do the same and pursue your experience. So, before introducing what today's episode is specifically about, I want to start by asking you guys, where are you watching us from today? Just please tell us in the comments your country, your name, anything you want to share with me. I would be more than happy to read the comments and just have more fun with you guys. You know, it's going to be more informal like that. And just like how you're commenting your countries and your names, I want you guys to keep doing that throughout the live by asking your questions because, most importantly, this live is for you to ask your questions about anything that you need to know. So I already see some comments here. Hi, Mohammed from Egypt, Amir from Egypt as well. We have Steve from Brazil and Carlo from Peru. And we have Julia from Brazil. And Giovanna, this is your first time here from Brazil. Welcome, Giovanna, and thank you for joining. We have Badrol from Bangladesh. We have Adriel from Colombia, Mer from Iraq, and we have Michael from Nigeria. We have Roxanne. Thank you guys for sharing. I really appreciate you guys telling me all your countries. I am originally from Syria. I came to Canada to study abroad as well, and just to pursue my dreams here in Canada. Because just like you guys, I also love this destination. So just like how you're commenting here, please keep doing that throughout the live and ask anything that you're curious about, and we will be more than happy to help you. Also, I want to remind you guys to like this video if you're enjoying and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notified with every video or every content that we upload, and you guys can get just stay on track with us and see our content. And it's finally now to introduce today's episode. So, like I said, it's a school in Canada. This is a unique language school in Canada where you can learn English or French. And whether you're a beginner or an advanced student who want to perfect your language skills, BLI Canada is the ideal school for you. And they're here to help you guys learn a language in Canada. So this school is located in Canada's #1 student city, Montreal. And this school has the program that you're looking for because you won't only find the general French or general English, but also academic, business English, business French, pathway programs for universities, and so much more unique things at this school. So let's watch this video together to know more about this fantastic school.
To BLI, the best language school in Canada. Every year, over 2,000 students come from all over the world to BLI Montreal. They enjoy well-designed language courses in a truly Canadian and unique bilingual city. We have a lot of fun activities and different living arrangements for students. During the summer and winter, we also organize camps for kids and teenagers. Montreal is famous for being a bilingual and multicultural city. Everyone feels welcome in Montreal. Our academic team works along with other departments to make sure that you have the most enjoyable experience in Canada.
Welcome to Montreal. Welcome to Bli.
Bienvenue à Montréal, bienvenue à Bli.
비엘아에 오신 걸 진심으로 환영합니다. 몬트리올 오신 걸 환영합니다.
Bienvenidos a Montreal, bienvenidos a BLI.
欢迎来到蒙特利尔，欢迎来到比利。
Bem-vindo a Montreal, bem-vindo a BLI.
モントリオールへようこそ。BLI へようこそ。
That was great. So once again, guys, if you're interested in learning a language in Canada, English or French, this is the perfect episode for you because it's finally now time to introduce our guests for today. We have two representatives from the school and also a student who studied there to tell you about her experience. So hi, Janya, and hi, Takumi, and hi, Valeria. Thank you so much for being here and for joining us today.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
So I want to give you guys the opportunity to introduce yourselves. Just tell me about your name and about what do you do for BLI. And Valeria, maybe you can tell the students what you studied at BLI.
Okay. Hi, my name is Valeria. I am from Peru. I am 28 years old, and I went recently, the last 2 weeks, to Canada, to Montreal, to study French with them, and I love the experience.
Great. Yeah, great. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Okay, so my name is Jania. I work as part of the marketing department here at BLI. I take care most of it for the market of Latin America, but we are also here at the school as representatives of the school. If any of the student needs anything at all, our department is here always to help every student to whatever they need.
Hello, everyone. My name is Takumi. I'm as a marketer at the BLI Language School. So my job is doing the marketing and the providing the service and also helping the student at the school. Nice to meet you guys.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys, for introducing yourselves. So, guys, I just want to remind you to keep your questions coming in the comments because, as you heard, Janya and Takumi are going to help you by telling you all the information about BLI, and Valeria will tell you about the experience. Okay, so let's start with the questions. So the first question is, can we just give the students just a quick summary about who is BLI and what are the unique qualities about BLI Canada?
Okay, so BLI is a language school who has been in the market since 1976. So we do have many years of experience teaching English and French. Our location is right here in the heart of Montreal. We are located right in the old port, right beside the Cathedral of Notre Dame. So this is one of our main the students love the most, which is the location. We have many things around here. The students are allowed to go outside every time they want. They can see the winter, they can see the summer. Each part of the year, they can enjoy here as being part of our school. Not just coming to learn, but the full immersion program is what we like to say that we offer, and it actually happens for every student. Our students come here thinking of, I'm going to go and learn English, or I'm going to go learning French, but they don't realize that they're actually coming to live the life of a Canadian. They're coming here to do an immersion program complete in every sense of the course, right? We offer not just the classes, but we offer the schools, the students to adapt to life in Canada with one of our house stay, or if they choose, they can also stay in our residence as well. So the school is pretty much already settled here, like I said, in the center of the city of Montreal. But we also have a campus in Quebec City, which is a beautiful campus, which is actually an historical building. And there in Quebec, we only have French because it's more like a complete immersion, right? Quebec is fully French. They are more like French than English than in here. Here in Montreal, we do have the bilingual part of the Canada. We are completely bilingual, English and French, exact the same. but in Quebec City is more the French part. So both of the cities offer French, but Montreal here we also have English, and we have the opportunity for the students to do in the different buildings. We separated so we can offer a full immersion. So we have one building for French and one building for English.
Perfect. That was great. Thank you so much. And Valeria, do you agree with that? Was the location the one thing that really you thought was very unique?
Yeah, I really liked it because it was a really good location. There were a lot of activities around. And as a student, it was also helpful because I saved some money on transportation. I could walk anywhere around, and that was a positive aspect as well.
Great. That's really good to know. Thank you. So now talking more about the programs at BLI, can you tell us more about the BLI English courses, including the durations and levels offered?
For sure, for sure. So we have an English course that goes from level like zero, which is the one, up until this. Our level duration is 8 weeks level. Depending on the level that you have, depending on the level that you're going to start, is depending on how many weeks you're going to study. In order for us to know what and how long do you need to study, you need an exam. You need the level you can have the exact level that you're going to start your class. It can be up to 1 year. So depending on that, we're gonna just let you know that 6 months, 1 year, 2-3 weeks. It depends. Like all students have the choice. They don't have to come for a certain time. They don't have to be here for 1 year long if they cannot do it, or if they don't want to. They can do whatever time they have. Some students come during the summer, during the holidays, or they take even like 6 months of the school. They take like a sabbatical year, and then they come to study, depending on how much you need. But for the level and for the place that we're going to give you your classes starting, it is really important that the students make our placement test so we can let them know exactly the time that they can take for English courses. We have a starting dates every Monday. So depending on how much time or how much weeks do you want to study, you can start like this Monday, next Monday. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're not a complete beginner, you can start any Monday. As soon as you're ready, you can come to the school. We do the placement test, and then you just right away can start your classes. If you're a complete beginner, we have a one starting date every 4 weeks. So for those every 4 weeks, then you can start from level 00 complete beginner. Same for French.
So, So adding about the our placement test. So we offer the older students to take the online placement test, which is writing and reading and listening. And then also 1 week before the students start the course, the student has to take the oral placement test, which is a speaking test. So based on the result of the speaking and the online placement test, writing and listening to everything, and then we will decide which level the student actually is going to take. So even the student is a beginner, they don't have to worry about it. We have to put in the right class for the students.
That's
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. And Valeria, you mentioned that you studied a French course there. So can you tell the students more about your class schedule there?
Yeah, so I chose French, and it was really interesting. I arrived at the B2 level, and I liked that I had two different teachers, so one the first week and another the second week. I liked that both teachers were from a different country, so it was really good for me because I got to hear different accents and improve the oral comprehension. And the classes, I really liked them. They were small classes, so every student has some time and doesn't feel like the pressure of a big class, so you can talk openly, and the teacher is there for resolving your doubts. And yeah, we did a little bit of grammar, a little bit of watching some videos, some exercises online, like a little game. And what else? At the end, we had some conversation time to speak with other students and practice oral. So yeah, it was a really complete course, and I enjoyed a lot getting better at French.
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think also people in the comments are saying that they're interested and that we're helping them. So that's good. Okay, so the next question. First, Janya and Takumi, would you like to add anything about the class schedule, the structure of the class schedule at BLI?
Okay, so actually we have a different schedule. So we have part-time schedule and a full-time schedule and an intensive schedule and a super intensive schedule and a bilingual schedule. So those are different schedules. So we have a lot actually. So the part-time schedule, it's Monday to Friday and they start at the 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is the part-time schedule. And the full-time schedule is a Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And only Friday, it's until 12 p.m. So, and then the intensive course it's the same as the free time, but Monday to Thursday at 9 a.m. to 3:20 p.m. And then only Friday it's just 9 to 12. And then super intensive course it's also 9 to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, and then Friday it's just only 9 to 12. And then the bilingual course is in the morning the students study English first, and then afternoon the students study French. So the bilingual course is the student can study the two different languages at the same time.
Wow.
That's great. That sounds really interesting. Thank you for sharing that. So what's the learning style like at BLI, and how is it different from other language schools?
I think what is it different from other schools is we really care about our students learning the language as if it was their maternal language. So what we do, and we've had so many students that take advantage of this, is like you learn like if you were learning to speak as a baby. We teach French in French, we teach English in English. We don't translate, we don't do like oh, I'm going to tell you first in Spanish or in Korean or in Chinese or in German, and then I'm going to translate it to French so you can know the difference. We don't do that. We come to the school. That is why it's so important that you go into the correct level, because if not, you're going to be lost and you are not going to know what the teacher is saying at all. But if you do have a little bit of knowledge and you go into the correct level, you're going to be able to catch up to what the teacher is telling you and what the teacher is trying to teach you. We have a program already that it was developed by our own school that goes with certain level of, depending on if the student is complete beginner, if the student is complete zero student, obviously the teacher is going to come and he's going to speak to you in French or is going to speak to you in English. But for example, French, the teacher at level 0, he's going to start telling you how the pronunciation is, how you're supposed to say the letters, the colors, like every single word, like from 0 completely. So that's why it is so important that students know that once they come, and that is why we call it a full immersion program, because we are here to be involved, like go in the underwater and be around. The water is French, the water is English, and you're going under and there is nothing else. You're gonna go to see it, to read it, to live it, like everywhere you go. We have even a language policy here at the school, and that's why we have 2 campuses. The English campus, we speak English. The French campus, they speak French over there. And you are not allowed to speak any other language. If you come from Latin America, I speak Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish in the building because we are in an immersion program. We are here to learn French. We are here to learn English. And the better way and the best way to do is if we all team up with the academic team and us here as part of the staff of the school, we take a lot of responsibility on that matter as well.
That really sounds great. And as I was looking also through the website, I found something called the communication workshop class. Valeria, did you take that class? Maybe you can tell the students more about it.
So I don't know if it's the class that I was referring to before, that we have 1 hour after studying a little bit of grammar and doing some exercise, that is more about speaking. And so each class we have a subject, and we have to either, for example, role play, or like make an interview to another student, and that way we have some space only dedicated to speak.
That sounds really great and fun too. So thank you for sharing that. So the next question would be, can students learn English for university?
Yes, so actually we have a pathway program, so which is the students study at BLI, and then like all the university or colleges, they have a requirement for the English level. So most of the student there, most of the university or college, they require our English level B2 or C1. So once the student reach the level B2 or C1, they can transfer to the university or college.
That's great, thank you. And what are the business English and business French programs?
Those programs are actually specialized here at the school. It's more like a program, like a project that we do once every like 3 or 4 months. So what we do is that when a group wants to come and do a business program, it needs to be like a group of people that come from like a certain type of business specific, like if students that are coming from the university wanting to learn about administration program, we are going to create this program for them specifically, and we're going to give them, depending on the level, on the amount of time that they want, we'll give them the exact knowledge that they need for what the business they are doing, because business, it's a big word. It can be any type of business in the world. So depending on what they ask, we usually are allowed, we can make like a special group for them to teach exactly what they need.
That's great, thank
Super
you.
interesting.
Yeah, that's really very interesting. And Jessica also has a question. She's saying that is amazing. And if I want to join, when is it going to start?
So starting dates are every Monday, like I said. So every Monday we have a starting date, as long as you have a little bit of knowledge of English or French, and depending on your placement test, right? That we need to verify first. But pretty much only students that are like level 0 completely have to start every 4 weeks. We have a starting date every 4 weeks.
And people can do the placement test online, right? Like I did.
That is correct.
You don't have to arrive to Canada.
No, they can do the placement test that Takumi explained before. They do the part of the online placement test online in our webpage, and then they can do the second part, which is the verbal and the hearing part, on a Zoom call with our coordinators.
That's great to know. Thank you for sharing. And I asked before about the university pathway programs. We actually have a video to show the students more about that program. So let's watch it together.
Do you want to study, work, and live in Canada? At BLI, we have the right pathway for you. The BLI Pathway Program. The Pathway Program allows students to successfully pass the language proficiency required by post-secondary schools in Canada, in both English and French. The best part? You can start this program from your own country and end it by going to Canada. How does it work? Simple. There's 5 easy steps to follow. 1. Take your language placement test. 2. Select your professional program and language of study. 3. Register for the online course and professional program. 4. Start your online courses. 5. And finally, process your study permits for your trip to Canada. Thanks to the multiple BLI partners, it is possible to take advantage of a wide range of programs and start the registration process for these courses with the support of the BLI team. Global Supply Chain Management at the Matrix College. Estimated salary $75,328 Canadian dollars per year. Early Childhood Education at the Taccard Institute. Estimated salary $45,000 Canadian dollars per year. Computer Support at Lester B. Pearson. Estimated salary $53,180 Canadian dollars per year. And many others. For more information, visit us at bli.ca. The school where the world meets.
Great. That was really interesting. Yeah, that was really interesting. Guys, if you have any questions about that, about how to take the placement test or anything, just please ask them in the comments, and we will answer that. So, Valeria, how would you say your French language improved? Did it are you? Did you see a difference after going to BLI?
Yes, of course. So it has been a time since I could practice my French, and of course, as said, being there in the country and having total immersion, it's the best opportunity one could have, because besides the classes, outside in the city, in the restaurants, in the supermarket, I got to practice it as well. And also with my other classmates in the building, in the French building. So yeah, I really liked that the teachers focused on little details that maybe I had learned well, but I forgot with time. And so that was very important for me, because it's good to have a good base to talk with confidence. And I like that.
That's great. That's really good. And we have a question from Iridia asking about if BLI have online learning.
We do have online learning. We do have classes online. It is something that I really love to share all the time, because this program was created when the pandemic started. We didn't offer online programs before. And I guess the pandemic just forced us to find a better way to continue to give education to our students, to don't let them down and to don't let their dreams down. Many of our students had their goals set up already, and their goals to be here at some point, to be here in 1 year. They were processing Canadian permanent residence or any other document that they were trying to do to achieve, and they needed the language. And when the school closed, we were like forced to go home, and what were we going to do? So the director of the school and the team worked together really hard, and they created and they came up with the online learning right away. So I think it came to stay. I think it came not to go anywhere. So it's going to probably continue for years, many years to come. There is still students that are stuck in their countries trying to figure out a way to come, or trying to figure out a way to succeed more in their countries and to learn the language. So for this, we have left the online classes, English and French, with the same full-time program that we do here at the school, and face-to-face classes. So for any students that needs to do their English or French in their countries, or they're planning to come and they want to take advantage of taking a few months online and then doing the rest here face-to-face, they can totally do that. So our classes online are during the morning also, and a full-time program as well.
That's great. That's such a good opportunity for them. So thank you for sharing that. And what about the one-on-one private classes? Does BLI offer any of that, private classes for students?
Yes, we also have private classes for students. It's the same teachers that they are here and face-to-face classes during the day. It's our native speaking teachers that the student, when they want private classes, it's because they are looking to improve certain points of their language. So particularly, they are trying to match some higher level or some specific what is it called, like a punctuation on their exam. If they need a certain reach to certain level to reach, so they can approach us. We are gonna make sure that there is a teacher available. They're gonna let us know how many hours they need, or depending on where they want to go, we're gonna like evaluate and make like a plan for them, like once a week, twice a week, depending on how many classes do they need. But we have teachers available for students, and this also allows them to do the private classes at their own time. Like if they only have the afternoon, the evening, or the weekends, there is the only way that we can give them like a specific schedule other than what we already have in our school.
And also, adding the Anya say is our private lesson is we ask actually the student what they want to learn or what they want to improve. So based on their wants, and then our teacher is gonna provide the classes. So it's gonna meet like what they want to learn. So it's pretty nice classes for the students to take in a private.
That's great. Yeah, that's a very good option for them too. So thank you. So we have a question here again about the application process, like how to apply to the language program. So Valeria, maybe you can tell them, you can answer by telling them more about the placement test and where did you take it and where did you find it?
So you go into site BLI website, and there you can find the placement test. And as I said before, I really find it very useful to have the opportunity to do it online. So there you have some questions to answer, and that is for the written part. And then for the oral test, you just get a link to program a schedule for the conversation test, and there you get to choose the best time for you to speak with a teacher, and so that they can know in which level are you in the oral. And then nothing, you arrive to Canada, and the first day, which is Monday, as we have mentioned before, you arrive to the institute, and there you have like a welcome session, and they explain you everything, how it's gonna work over there, and then you start classes.
Perfect. Yeah, guys, if you have more questions about about the journey just in general, you can ask Valeria because she was just like you. She was also looking for a language abroad and she went there. So please keep your questions coming about that. So as I was also looking through the website, I found that BLI has the IELTS preparation program. So can you tell the students more about that?
About the IELTS preparation. So for students that are needing to reach a certain level, most of these students are trying to have the IELTS get the number for either work, for either school. They're wanting to go into college, they're wanting to go into university. They are even, I know that is very common in Latin America that companies are asking for this exam. They're asking for these to have a certain level of the IELTS. So what we do is that after the student is already in an advanced level, we can transfer them to preparation for this exam. This is as specific for the students to know the what is going to come in the exam, what is it that they're going to ask them, that they need to focus more on the answers. It can be like as little as 4 weeks preparation, but I've seen students doing even 12 weeks, 18 weeks, it depending on how much do you need and exactly what level is that you need to reach. But we do offer this option for students that are needed to present this exam, so we can prepare them for the exam, to take it and to succeed and have like a great note.
That's really awesome. So like it's great to know like whatever their purpose is or their level, they can always apply to BLI. So that's really good to know. Kevin is asking, are the classes only online?
So right now we're providing either in-person class and an online class. So whenever the students schedule, so you can take a person in Montreal or Quebec City or online course.
Great, thank you. And so someone is asking about the link to the website. Maybe you can provide it in the private chat, and then our colleague can post it on the comments. So we'll get that soon. So also there's another question from Iridia. Is there no part-time studies? Because I'm currently on full-time schooling and I need flexibility.
There is part-time studies that we have during the morning. Like Takubi was saying, our schedules go from part-time. The part-time is Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So what we do for the part-time as well, we have this is either online or in face-to-face classes, 9 o'clock in the morning to 12 p.m. in the afternoon. But if you do want, we also have only online during the evening, Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sorry.
Great, thank you. So we talked a lot about the programs and the classes and the schedules offered. But now let's talk more about the campuses and just like the social environment there. So how many campuses are there for BLI, and what are the differences between the two?
Between the two campuses here in Quebec City or here in
just all the campuses? Yeah, like all the campuses for BLI.
The difference, I will say, is only the language. We try to keep the same environment. We do have activities for the students every day, every week, every weekend. So we try that the students have a social life in between them, and so they can incorporate into the world in Canada. The difference in between campuses is pretty much just that they're going to speak English, and in the French building they're going to speak French. Also in Quebec City, it's a little bit more like a French feeling over there. It's more like you're in France. It's the roads when you're walking around there. It's pretty much like I said, it's just different, right? But here in Montreal, we have some kind of, it is bilingual like feeling. You go outside, you can see how people switch from language to language like right away. You're walking on the streets and you can hear the people in front of you talking in French and saying whatever they're like, chit-chatting about, walking, and then one moment to another they're speaking English. And it's beautiful. It's just, just a matter or how you're just trying to get used to the life here in Canada. And here inside of the building, you can see the students are doing their hardest. The students are doing their best to learn and to try to communicate. What is beautiful about it, that the students try so hard that they don't feel bad speaking wrong, pronunciate wrong. They don't feel like, oh, I'm failing, or I don't want to speak, because they're all in the same position. They all want to say or to do better, and they force themselves to do it, and other students help them. The teachers are always here to help, but we are always here to help. So I'm gonna say that the environment around here is just like, I don't know, it's like a homie, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's really great to know. Thank you. And in terms of accommodation, Valeria, would you like to tell the students where did you stay when you went to Montreal?
Yeah, so I had two options: to stay in a home, for example, a family in Canada, and I could stay with them at their home, or I could choose a student residence, which was the option that I chose. And so it depends a little bit of what you prefer, what you like, if you want to feel more accompanied by a family, or if you prefer to have more independence, and if you like to cook or not, or if you want like dinner with the family helping you with dinner. These aspects you have to have into consideration. But I was studying in a student residence. The location was super close to the institute, which was very helpful as well, because I could go walking. It was 10 minutes walk, super close. And the student residence was fun as well, to meet other people, other students of my age. So yeah, those are the two options you have.
That's great, thank you. And other than the accommodation option for students, what other services are there that students can expect?
So we do have a bunch of services that we do. For starters, we offer student service in their own language. We have here an advisor in our office from pretty much the most principal languages or countries of the world. We have a Spanish speaker, we have a Japanese speaker, which is here, Takumi. We have a Korean speaker, we have a German speaker, we have many advisors that if you want to speak your own language and you want to understand exactly what our programs are about in your own language, we can do that. You can all communicate with us. You can go into our website, you can go into our live chat, you can just send an email to the student to the school and asking for somebody who speaks your language, and we'll find it. And so once you are starting your process, and we as a school, we are going to help you with the process, you can expect from us help and your course, your evaluation academically, your homestay, either in a home or in the a student residence, as Bali was saying. We also have the service of transportation. We go pick you up from the airport and we go drop you off at the airport when you leave. We also have insurance. Students, as you know, are obligated to have medical insurance when they enter the country as tourists and they're going to study, or as if they're going to stay longer, a year, 2 years, depending. It doesn't matter. You should have medical insurance to cover you, because Canada is not a cheap country in medical wise, so you better be protected in that. And we do offer that as well. What other service I can think of right now that we have is the insurance, is the homestay, is your transfers, and the course. I think that is it. If I think of anything, I'll let you know.
There's a question from Kevin about the visas, asking if you have any help with the visas.
We do not help with visa processing. We do not help with any type of immigration process. Unfortunately, you need to have a license for that, and we don't have it, because it's a lawyer who needs to do this, or it's somebody who's specialized in immigration that can do all this type of processing. So we as a school, we don't help you with this. We also give all documentation that you might need. You can also do it yourself. It's not something that you need to hire anybody to do. But if you prefer to do it through a lawyer or through an immigration agency or anything like that, I mean, you're more than welcome to do it. And we at the school are going to give you all documents that you might need: your letter of acceptance, your letter from the housing if you're going to stay with us, your payment receipt, your insurance, like all the documentation we will have ready, and we can give you all the papers for you to submit to government.
Perfect, thank you. And Valeria, you mentioned that you studied at the Montreal location. So can you tell the students, after you finished with your classes, what are some activities that you did in Montreal?
So after the classes, I really like to walk around in Old Port. I really liked the last week I went to the Montreal, so it was really nice to see that. And I went to some exhibitions and some restaurants in the afternoon or in the night, to some bars with some friends that I made there. And so, yeah, there's a lot of activities that the city offers for you depending on what you like.
That's great. So Montreal is actually known for having like huge festivals and international events. Can you tell us more about these festivals and events that the students can usually enjoy there? Anyone can answer.
Maybe Takumi can give you a little bit more of the tourist version.
So, I think in this every summer, so in Montreal, in the downtown, they have a jazz festival or a hip hop festival. So it's so many different type of festival is in downtown. And in the winter, so they have like ice skating, or like, yeah, there's a little bars. So yeah, every season, like yeah, the people can enjoy it in the downtown in Montreal.
Every season
That's
has a special activity.
Yeah.
that sounds fun. And Valeria, when you went there, how was the weather for you? Was it too cold or was it okay?
No, it was okay. I was expecting more cold, but everyone told me that the time I went is the winter is already ending and the spring is starting. So I had a little bit of transition. I had some days of cold, some days of sun, some days of rain, but it was okay.
That's good, yeah. And also, Montreal is known for affordability compared to other Canadian cities. So, what is the average living cost for a student there? Or maybe it doesn't have to be average, like just a general idea of what things cost there.
I think for a student that generally comes here and they need to make like a budget, you need to take advantage of the opportunities that the students have as living expenses, and as like when you are here as in a homestay, it's a little bit more than if you rent an apartment or if you share with some other students. Or it really depends on what the student wants to live and what the student wants to come here and experience. But I'm gonna say around the $1,000 per month. Uh, it'll be a good budget to for a student to survive.
That's really good to know. And Valeria, you went to Montreal, and but did you also visit the campus in Quebec? And if you did, can you just tell the students more about the activities that you did there and just the social environment there?
It was really nice to go to Quebec and to know the other campus of BLI. It's very different because in Quebec, the campus is more like a home, like a house, and it felt a little bit more cozy than in Montreal. But in Montreal, it's more lively, so there are a lot of students. So it depends a little bit on what you prefer. And in Quebec, yeah, it was really nice to walk around the city. There was snow still, so it was. I was happy to see snow because I don't get to see snow a lot. And I don't know, it's different, a different ambience in each city. But yeah, Quebec is beautiful as well, so I recommend it a lot if you're studying French.
Perfect, thank you. And we have a question from Jessica. Can I work while I'm studying with you in Canada?
Can I work while I study with you on Canada? Not a student can work in Canada, not if you come to study with us or to any other language school. Unfortunately, Canada does not offer permits to work other than a pathway student, or a student that is coming to do a higher education program, an university, any type of program that will need you to do any type of social service or any type of work related to what you're studying, then you can have a work permit. But no, while you study languages, or like I said, any in any school, any language program, it's not. We don't qualify. They don't qualify. Only universities.
Okay, thank you. And a lot of the students are also asking about the fees and the prices at BLI. So would you like to tell them more about that and maybe mention any discount codes that they can get?
So for the prices, isn't you want us to share it?
Yeah, like just the prices, the general prices, and also if there's a code that Valeria would like to offer to the students.
You are super lucky because we are gonna share with you a discount code that we have. That is Valeria 15, and you get 15% of your register fee off. So it's a really good opportunity for everyone that's interested in going to study a language at BLI.
That's really great to know. So, guys, as you heard, now you have a discount code that you can use to get a discount. We're also going to write it in the comments so that you can use it and get a discount on your price.
If you go to our website, if you go to bli.ca, you can find the request a quote. You can find our live chat. You can also talk to us directly. We're going to be there all the time. We're going to be there to answer your questions. And if you have a specific question that you forgot to ask, you can also ask it to us directly, like anytime, any other day.
Yeah, so that's perfect. Exactly. We're going to actually provide the contact information as well soon on the screen so that the students who didn't have the chance to ask their question today, they can get in touch with you later after the live. So guys, we still have a couple of minutes and for you to get your questions, to ask your questions in the comments, and hopefully we can have the time to answer them because the questions from my side are done, but it's your time now to keep asking questions. We have a question here from Bara asking how to apply for the English or Japanese. You only have the English, I'm assuming, and how much does it cost, and if there are any scholarships, and can I work a part-time job to cover my living expenses?
Takumi, you want to answer that?
So answering the how to apply for English or Japanese, unfortunately, we provide only English and French. So if you want to study English or French, definitely you can apply from our website, bli.ca, and there's a registration form. So you have to fill out all the information that you need. And then once we receive the registration, we will contact you, the student directly. And if the students speak Spanish or Portuguese or Japanese, we're going to respond in your language. So please don't worry about it.
Great. Thank you. So guys, that was it for today. Thank you so much for answering all those questions and for all the information that you gave the students. So once again, the code is right here in the comments, and I'm also going to provide it on screen. It's Valeria15. You can use it to get the discount, and also use the website to know the price for your exact course. So thank you so much for answering all the questions. Would you like to give the students any final advice on studying in Montreal, Valeria? And would you like to just encourage them to do that?
Yes. So when I went to Montreal, it was really interesting to meet a lot of people, even people from my country or from all other countries of the world that went to Canada because it offers a lot of opportunities in the working side. And I really like the video that you shared about the pathway program because I wish I had something similar when I decided to study my university course abroad because I was really lost. And I think to have the support of a language school to arrive first to the country, study for some months the language, and then apply for a university, and then hopefully to stay in a country that offers a lot of opportunities that maybe in our countries we don't have. It's a great thing to have. So I encourage everyone to have a look at BLI website and see all the opportunities that you can have. And yeah, I will always encourage to study a language and the world to you. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Valeria, for that great advice. And guys, if you need to, as we mentioned before, if you need to still ask your question, you can contact BLI at this contact information provided on screen. So don't hesitate to get in touch. And once again, Jania, Takumi, and Valeria, thank you so much for joining us today. And we really hope to see you soon again on the Student World Talks.
Thank you for the invite.
Definitely. Thank you for connecting, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys. So that was it for today's episode. That was really a very unique and fun episode. We got to know a lot about studying a language in Canada and about this great and very unique school, BLI. Also, Valeria was here to tell us about her experience. So it was really very fun. I hope you guys had had a lot of fun as well. And I just want to remind you guys that we do have these lives going on every Tuesday. So if you feel like you're getting the information and your questions were answered, I really hope to see you soon again next week and every Tuesday to join these lives. And I also want to remind you that the Student World, we have an Instagram page called The Student World. Please check it out, follow us there, and just get in touch with us there to tell us more about your feedback, about what you would like us to post about anything. Just keep connecting with us and communicating with us, and we will be more than happy to talk to you guys. Thank you so much for joining once again, and I hope to see you soon again next week on the Student World Talks. Talk to you soon, guys. Goodbye.